One of the things we learn from the Parsha is that Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was nearing his end, he asked Hashem for a successor. He asked Hashem should appoint someone who would be a good successor, a good leader to the Jewish people, a faithful leader, and an inspiring leader to the Jewish people. And straight next to that section is a section where the mitzvahs of bringing the daily sacrifices, the festive sacrifices are brought. We have all the mitzvahs, we have all the commands about the sacrifices we need to bring to Hashem in the temple. The question is, why are these two sections put right next to each other? What is the connection between the two sections? And Rashi comes to answer this question with an analogy. He said once there was a queen who was dying, and she called her husband, the king, and she started telling the king what she wants him to do for her children, for their children. So the king stopped her. He said, "My dear, before you command me as to how I should treat our children, please rather command our children how they should behave towards me, how they should behave in their lives. Because believe me, I'm willing to give them everything in the world, but I can only give it to them if they're deserving. So instead of telling me what to do, please command my children. Please command our children." So the idea is as follows, that when Moshe told Hashem that Hashem should appoint a leader to take Moshe's place, so Hashem said the same thing as the king. Before you command me, first command my children. Command them to act properly, to act correctly, to do what they have to do. Tell them about the sacrifices that they have to make. And all of the sacrifices that we all make in our lives, all of this is part of the service of Hashem. Tell them how to conduct themselves, and I promise you, they will have all the blessings in the world. And this is an amazing lesson to us, amazing message. Because there's so many things we're waiting for in our lives. Maybe we're waiting for prosperity, we're waiting for special blessing, we're waiting to understand something, for inspiration, or insight. Maybe we're waiting for other things, other types of blessings, good health and strength. There are all sorts of things we're waiting for. What we have to know is that Hashem is ready to give us all these gifts. Everything we want, everything we could possibly want, Hashem has it ready and packed and ready to deliver to us immediately. But He needs us first to deserve these gifts. He needs us to take the next step in our lives. And when we take that next step, then all of those things we want, those are the things we can see that we need. We see that we need them, and therefore we want them. All the things that we want will come to us. We only have to take the next step. It's in our hands. All the blessing, all the prosperity, all the happiness that we could possibly want for ourselves is all waiting for us. And it's up to us to take the next step, and then we will receive everything we could possibly want from Hashem.